Hey guys, welcome back. I'm here doing a beauty favorites video. These are beauty products I use on an everyday. Um, I every time I run out of them, I do repurchase them. So these are like my staples for my everyday makeup. So let's start from the base and then work our way up. So for the foundation, I love this one. It's the L'Oreal Infallible. I like this one because I can use it. I have oily skin, so I have to powder every foundation I use just so it doesn't smear off. But with this foundation, I've noticed that I don't have to powder it at all. I wear this foundation, do a layer of it. I hardly only build up the layers when I need extra coverage, but I do a layer of this and I don't have to set it with powder. It sets and I'm good to go. Even for right now in the summer, it's very, I feel, and my skin is very lightweight. It doesn't feel heavy and it gives good coverage. Now throughout the day, you do get oily, but it doesn't look greasy. It looks like your natural glow. So this is my all-time favorite foundation. I use the color 103 in the summer. I bought 102 because this one does tend to get orangey, but the 102 is very, it has a lot of pink undertones. So and one thing I do notice on these, the longer they lay, like if you don't finish them real quick, they do start to oxidize in the bottle. So when I first buy this color, it works really well for my skin tone. As a month, because this might last me like a month and a half, maybe 2 months. So by the time that it's almost done, it does oxidize. It turns more orangey. So when I first buy it, it's great and it's my color, but afterwards it oxidizes. It does oxidize on the skin for me, but I love it because with this foundation, I skip the whole powder. I don't use powder on it every day. I only use powder if I use a different foundation. Now with this one, I always use the Tarte concealer, the Shape Tape. Mine's in color Fair Neutral. This is another product I use, I love. I don't have to powder it. On an everyday basis, I don't use powder for work. So this one sets automatically. It doesn't get tacky. It just sets and I'm good to go. So these two are my everyday. I need a new one of this because it's running really low. But these two, for my skin, combination. I don't need to powder them. I just put them on and I'm good to go. I always apply my foundation and concealer with a beauty sponge. This is the Real Techniques one. And I really recommend this one. This is my favorite and it's $5 I think for one sponge. But these are amazing. These two for every day, for me, I skip the powder, so it works really well. Now when I do use powders, I use the Airspun. This is the translucent extra coverage. This one runs me like $6 at Walmart. You can find it sometimes CVS, Walgreens, Rite Aid. It comes with a lot of product and it's great to set your under eyes. I use this to set my whole foundation if I'm using a different foundation. Any other foundation I use, I have to set. So I set my under eyes and I lightly set the whole face with powder. So this one is my favorite powder. It doesn't give me extra coverage. I don't notice. It just sets my foundation and it looks nice. So try this one. Get the translucent so it doesn't add extra coverage. I haven't tried taking pictures with this one, so I don't know how the flashback is. But I love this powder. I've used compact powders. Nothing works as well as this for oil control. If you're dry, maybe you can use it. Just go lighter on it. But for oily skin, this one's really good. Now, I like to use for every day palette that I can use for eyebrows and eyeshadows. This palette I just bought. It's the NYX, I don't know the name of it. I don't know. But it looks like this. The eyeshadows are really good. For every day, I like to use a neutral. Just put it on my crease, mascara, and I'm good to go. But I love this palette because it has a brown. And I always fill in my eyebrows with a powder. Always, always. So I use this for my eyebrows. And I can, if I want to do eyeshadow that day, I can use any of the colors. So for me, I like a palette that I can do multiple things. I don't like carrying one for my eyebrows, one for my eyeshadows. No. So this one I use for eyebrows. And if I want to do like a simple eye look. So this one is really good. I love this one. This one's really tore up because I need a new one. I have a lot of these and they all look the same. I use them every day, every day. So this is the Wet n Wild contouring palette. I have the colors Dulce de Leche and it looks like this. The white side I really don't use. I have used it before to set the concealer or like to get a sharper contour. Use it down here. But I don't, all these, I just use these. I wish they just made one with the contour color. So this one's always full and this one's empty. But this one I love. For every day I bronze. I don't do sharp contouring. So I use my contour as a bronzing and contour. So these two, I use this brush and it's bigger so it's quicker for work or every day. I don't like to spend a lot of time like with sharp contouring. So it's pretty big where I just like brush it through and I'm good to go. This is the Real Techniques powder brush, but again I use it for contour. And this one, y'all need to try it. It's only $5 I think, and it's awesome. I love it. I have other contours, but this one by far is my favorite. So I've gone through so many of these. I bought like 5 of them and love them, love them. If you're a little bit darker, they do have one, is I don't know the name, but it's like a darker contour, which I've tried before and I do like it. The color, the light color is the banana color. So that might work for you, but try these out. I recommend them a lot. They're really, really good. Very smooth. I like how the contour is not orange. It has more cool tones. So I don't look orange when I use this contour bronzer or whatever. It doesn't make me look orange. So this one's a must. Y'all need to try this one. The brush is really good too. I think the brush was like $10-15. This brush I do love. I have other brushes by them and honestly I'm not in love, but with this one I do love a lot. Now blushes. For blushes I use different blushes. I've been loving, I think it was the Ulta Walmart haul and I hauled this in there. It's the e.l.f. blush palette and these are the colors. I've been loving these two. For the summer I like more like orangey blushes. This one's like a, I don't know how to explain it. It has like pink and then gold glitter, shimmer. Really pretty. So I've been loving these for every day. If that day I want something brighter, I use these. But these two I do really love. They're really pigmented. I do recommend this palette for the blushes. But this blush palette is really good. I do recommend it. It was $6 at Walmart. You can find e.l.f. Walmart, Target, CVS. A lot of drugstores carry e.l.f. now. So this I recommend and it's one of my favorites. Another blush that it's my favorite, it's been my favorite for years and years and years. It's this Wet n Wild. They reformulated it or changed the packaging because when I used to get it, it looked different. It was like that big. Same color. I love the new one and the older one. It's the pearlescent pink, and it's broken. The packaging is really cheap on these things, but the product is amazing. This one, I think it cost, maybe this one cost like, I don't know, $3, $4. I can't remember because I bought it a long time ago. But I don't know if you can tell. It's like the lighting keeps going on and off because I guess it's cloudy. But it's like a pink color with gold shimmer. People compare it to the Orgasm by NARS. I don't have that one, so I don't know. But this one is amazing, amazing. And it gives you like a nice glow because of the shimmer, but it's not glittery. So this one is a must. Wet n Wild. Anything Wet n Wild, I swear you guys, it's awesome. Well, not everything. I've tried some things that are not the greatest, but recently they've been coming out with really, really good stuff. So this one is one of my favorites. I purchased it so many times. Now this blush. This blush, it took me some time to get into it. But now that I've been using it constantly, I love it. It's the Milani Luminoso. Again, I like orangey blushes for some reason. I don't go for the pink ones. I'm wearing one today, like more of a rosy color, and I feel weird. But so this one's really good. It's the Luminoso 05 by Milani. It looks like this, and I'll tell you why I like this one. On an everyday basis, I don't like to highlight or heavy highlight. I just put my blush and I'm good to go. This one has a sheen. Like it looks, I don't know if you can tell, but it has a sheen to where it looks like you have your blush and it's glowy. So you don't need a highlight with this one for everyday use. If you want to do your highlight, then that's good to go. But this one is really good for an everyday use. And these are my favorites because I use them every day. I carry them to work. So I do my foundation and my makeup every day. And these are the items that I use. I've been using for some of them for years and years. I just repurchased them. Another one that I wanted to recommend for a highlight, oh, but they don't have this anymore. But I bought this one a while ago. They do have new highlights and I've heard really good things. Try them because again, Wet n Wild is an awesome brand. But this one is the Wet n Wild Boozy Brunch highlight. Looks like this. It reminds me of the packaging for the Fergie. But it's so pretty. It's very gold. I love it. So this one. But I think it's discontinued. So you might not be able to buy it. So that one's that. Now let's go. And these are all random order. For the lips, I've been using this every day. It's a perfect nude for me. It's a matte lipstick. It's the NYX Matte Rouge lipstick in the color Honeymoon. I use it every day. Love it, love it, love it. It's not so dark where it's like your lip color, but better. So this one I love a lot. I use it every day. That's the color. And it's not drying at all. It's really good. I really recommend this one. Again, it's the NYX Matte Rouge in the color Honeymoon. Perfect nude. Okay, eyeliner. This one I just found and I fell in love with it. I don't do eyeliner every day at all. But when I do, I'm not the greatest on the wings. But I found this Physicians Formula liquid eyeliner. It looks like a pen. And You can make it as thin or thick, and it's so easy to draw in the eyeline, especially the wing. I'm horrible with wings, but this makes it so much easier. It's really black. It's not shiny, so it's matte. Love it, love it, love it. This one cost me close to $15 at the drugstore, but it's so worth it. I used to use the Revlon Color Stay one, but my eyes tear up a lot, and that one runs like it smudges. I just stopped using it. But this one, I haven't noticed that it smudges. It's just awesome. It does last all day. When I use it all day, and it stays on all day. So this one is a recommendation as well. This is a new find too. Love. This is the Ulta Essence. It's by the brand Essence. It's all dirty. It's by the brand Essence. It's the Lash Princess mascara, false lash effect mascara. This mascara is awesome when you first buy it, let me tell you. Your lashes look really big, like if you're wearing false lashes. I don't like wearing false lashes. It's a hassle for me to just put them on every day. I don't like it, for me personally. So I look for mascaras that make my lashes look big. This one, love, love, love. It was only, I think it was $5, if I'm not mistaken. $5 you can find. I've only seen them at Ulta. It's amazing. For $5 you get really big lashes. The only thing I don't like from this mascara, it dries out so quick. Like right now, if I use it, it's like dry. I have to buy a new one because it doesn't give me the long lash effect when it's dried out. When you first get it, amazing. But I've had it for like 2 months, a month and a half, and it's already dry. So it is cheaper, but it works amazing when it's new. When it's starting to dry out, I don't like it. But for $5 you can just repurchase it. So this is my favorite mascara. Now for setting sprays, this is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus setting spray. I personally have noticed that my foundation and makeup stay on longer when I put this after I finish my makeup. I've noticed it because when I ran out of this, I stopped using it, and my foundation just wouldn't last all day. So this one I do recommend. It's $5 at any drugstore that sells Wet n Wild. So I really do like this setting spray. I use the Urban Decay one. I didn't notice a difference on that one. So this one for $5, I keep repurchasing this. So that's one of my favorites. Another one of my favorites that I found this year, since I do have oily skin, I hate using moisturizers that are creamy because it just makes me feel greasier. So I did some research, and for oily skin, they recommend using a gel moisturizer. So I found this one. It's the L'Oreal Hydro Genius for oily skin. Love it. This is my second bottle. I buy a bottle. This is my second one, and I've used it for almost a year. So I say I buy 2 a year. I don't know, but it's amazing if you have oily skin. Amazing. I love it. So I really do recommend this bottle. I think it's like $20, but it lasts you a long time. So this one I recommend if you're oily skin, because it moisturizes your face, doesn't feel like stretched out, but it doesn't leave you greasy at all. Like, it just adds moisture. It's amazing. Another thing, this is a all-time favorite mascara. I always repurchase it, and it's amazing as well. Everything is amazing because I use it all the time. It's the L'Oreal Voluminous Carbon Black Mascara. This is another good mascara. It's more on the pricier side, but it makes your lashes look like you have false lashes. I swear I always repurchase these. Well, now that I found this one, I'll purchase this one because it's way cheaper. But this one, I've used it for years and years, and I'll still buy it because it's so, so good. So this one I do recommend a lot too. So those are my recommendations, my favorite products that I always repurchase. I use on an everyday basis. I have different makeup, but these are the ones that I'm constantly using. I do try out new makeup, but I always go back to these products. So let me know down below what you guys recommend me trying. Foundations, eyeshadows, whatever. Just let me know. And thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video and you try some of these items. If you do, let me know what you think of them. Thank you. Bye.